Aufbaut. Wunderbar, there she is.
Hi.
Let the ceremony begin and we all roll the red carpet out. Queen Zelina, great to have you here.
Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here in Germany. First of all, of course, Happy New Year and happy belated birthday. I hope you had a great New Year's Eve.
Thank you so much. I hope you had a great holiday as well.
I had a show. Really, I was in a TV studio on New Year's Eve. That's the way life works, and we do it. We're gonna have some fun with it. It's great that you have some time for fans here in Germany. So first thing I want to ask, because it's like the second week of the year, what are your New Year's resolutions?
Oh, I think only one at this point, and it's to become the Raw Women's Champion. Because, listen, like I made history as the queen, as the Hokage, as I saw someone else mention in the comments. But also the queen that is the tag team champion. So I think I should make history again and be the queen that's also the Raw Women's Champion and a tag team champion. So that is my New Year's resolution.
You had an amazing year, to say the least. You are the first ever winner of the Queen's Crown tournament. You're one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I got to ask you, we see this from the outside. How does it feel for you? Like, how does it feel inside getting all those accomplishments in the past year and months? Sorry.
It feels incredible. It feels incredible because it's almost like I feel my 8-year-old self so happy inside and just accomplishing the dreams that I've had since I was a kid. So it's pretty wild to think about still, and more than anything, to be able to see my name on a title is just the coolest thing. And it actually says Queen Zelina, not like, a fake queen or wannabe queen or whatever. Queen Zelina. So I'm super stoked, and I'm glad that I get to show a different side of me to the fans. And what's also cool is that this is just the beginning. This happened in October, and I feel like there's just so much more that I have to share with everybody. So there's a lot that this year's going to it's a lot going to unfold this year.
Where do you see yourself right now when you see Queen Zelina, the WWE Superstar right now? Because you're doing this a lot of years. You've been a huge fan. You've said it over and over. And where you see yourself right now?
I see myself I always feel like I'm never satisfied 100%. Like you can never just be content with where you are in life, and you just want to continue to push forward and continue accomplishing more and more dreams and goals. And for me, it's important to, make sure I have a good balance, because I have my husband and my 7 cats at home that keep me grounded and good. And listen, even on the road, I got my, I just started playing Pokemon again, so like there's the real me that really keeps me grounded. And then there's the driven side, the Capricorn side of me that is just so focused on the next thing. So, and the next thing is the Royal Rumble. So
The Royal Rumble, go check that out. Of course, on WWE Network here in Germany, in the US, of course, on Peacock. You spoke about your cats. And I follow you on TikTok. I love what you do. First off, the Smash or Trash video. I got to do it then. That was so awesome. I was vibing along. How fun was that? I was like, yeah, Maria, Maria. I sing. I can't sing, but I do it. It was fun. It was fun. It was like old school memories, being in the club and dancing along. That was cool. Follow that woman on social media, not only on TikTok, also on Twitter. And on Twitter, I found this picture.
yeah.
Tell us the story about this picture.
Well, so everybody who knows me knows that I'm the Naruto enthusiast of the WWE roster. I am probably the biggest fan of Naruto. Maybe not just in WWE, but like in the world. I love Naruto so much. And a lot of people ask me, like, oh, are you are you just a Naruto fan of anime? Or you like other animes? I do. I like Jujutsu Kaisen. I like, all the Studio Ghibli movies, Pokemon, Demon Slayer. There's so many that I like, but Naruto is the one that really, really grabbed me. So one of my favorite characters is Rock Lee. So that's who I'm dressed as, is Rock Lee. And then the Nine-Tailed Fox, because my cat is orange, so he looks just like the Nine-Tailed. So I just dressed him up like that. And the voice actor, the English dub voice actor for Rock Lee is one of the best humans I've ever gotten a chance to become friends with. So I feel like when I stepped into that costume, I like kind of became him a little bit, and it was really cool. So I love cosplay. I love my cats, maybe not so much. They got a lot of treats for that, so I kind of blackmail them a little bit. You know.
Yeah, I would like to see the making of that picture as a video.
Oh,
How that worked.
it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was
What?
No, because it wasn't just him that I dressed up at that moment. I had like three other cats like this with the costumes on and just not happy. So my husband had to like hold them, take the picture, and it was just a mess. But maybe as a video it'll come out one day. Who knows?
Yeah, it would be fun. And then check that out on social media. Posey Max is also not only the home of WWE, where you can see, of course, Queen Zelina every Wednesday, Raw right here at 10 p.m. And, of course, on SmackDown, where you can listen to this dude right here talking on SmackDown with my colleague, 10 p.m. every week. Posey Max is also the home of anime. And go check that out. Perhaps the one thing I gotta admit, I could read now by heart stuff, but the only thing I was watching was Attack Number One, the volleyball anime. Do you know that?
No, I
Perhaps
don't think I know
and that
that.
was the only one I watched as a kid. There was like a German intro about Mila Ayuhara, and that's the only thing I knew. So
Yeah.
I thought when Queen Selena is here. She's the best to ask. If I want one anime series to watch, which one would it be? I think I know the answer, but me, as someone who doesn't know.
Well, it depends on your style. For me, I love cliffhangers and I love being invested in characters and stuff like that. But if you want something a little bit more Disney and cute, definitely the Studio Ghibli movies. If you want something a little bit more old school, you can go like Vampire Hunter D. But for me, Naruto is like the top of the top, because it's just the storylines just get you so invested. And I mean, I have tattoos, like literal
Yeah.
tattoos of Naruto, because I'm obsessed. So I feel like if something can get you that invested to where you want to tattoo it on yourself, it's got to be special. So
That's emotional connection right there, and that's what we're talking about also when we're here at WWE. First off, no, the other thing I have to ask, while we're talking about favorite anime series, if you would make a group or a stable of 5 characters, which characters would that be? Anime characters.
hmm. So does this involve just one anime series, or is
No, no,
oh, that's
like
even
all time.
well, if I don't say Goku, people are gonna chew me up. So I like Vegeta better though, so I will say Vegeta. Um I will say Itachi Uchiha is I would say Itachi's probably number one, but Itachi Uchiha, Vegeta, um Lugia from Pokemon, Madara Uchiha, and oh my god, I could say Pervy Sage, but I don't know if I could say that. Oh god, this is hard. Mm, yeah, okay, I'll say Jiraiya. Yeah, Jiraiya is the last one.
Oh, that's great. That's
It,
great. And I like you're thinking that's awesome.
it,
That's fun. Would you be what perhaps part of the team, or would you be standing outside as a manager?
oh, I'd be part of the team completely. I
Yeah.
mean, because like I loved being a manager. I absolutely love, and not to say that my days of a manager is over, but I feel that with me, I like to wear different hats. I like to be able to do different things, and because if we really are we talking about this? What other female in WWE do you know that is Hall of Fame worthy manager and a wrestler at the same time, and a history maker and the queen of all WWE? That's just me. So, I mean, not all the other girls can say that. They're not the queen. They're not, you know what I mean? So they haven't been a Hall of Fame worthy manager either. So really, it's just that I like to have my hands in everything. And I feel like with that, I would want to have full control. I'd actually probably be like alongside Madra, if anything.
And I would like to stretch the first ever winner of the Queen's Crown tournament. That's something no one can take away from you. Huge accomplishment, of course. Perhaps you can fill us in after the match was over, after you heard the bell and that night, and well, it was official. What was going on inside of you? Again, we only see the pictures. Perhaps you can fill us in.
So the second that I actually like sat on the throne and put the crown on, I was like, they can never take this away from me. This is mine. Ever. And even if they'll look for the crown, I will take it away and I'll find it somewhere. But it was just it was surreal because obviously where we were was huge, but also being the first, then seeing people in the audience bowing down to me was crazy. But then there's something when you get to the back after a really, really good match, you'll have your peers there, you'll have people in the office there, and they'll be clapping for you when you get to the back. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does happen, like that's always one of the moments that you look forward to. And for me, that when I walked, I wasn't expecting it, but when I walked through the curtain to see my peers and my like the people in the office clapping for me, and then for obviously Vince to say, you were always a queen, but now it's official. It felt like the perfect storybook ending. Like it was just amazing. And there's no real words to describe like how happy I was, but also in disbelief because I was like, is this real? Is this real? Are we sure this is real? Because I don't know. I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, is the crown real? And even now I'm upgrading some things with the crown, and I'm upgrading some things with the cape. So like I said, there's going to be a lot of new things happening this year.
Can we get a peek?
It's actually being made right now, so I don't even have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were just saying perhaps your time staying outside as a manager are not over. Perhaps what would be my question, because you were very active, you were really getting into the action. Did you have, or did you watch some specific tape, or did you have an inspiration how you're outside of the ring doing that kind of work, that psychology? Was there something special that was going on through your mind?
So I used to watch like Sherry, Paul Heyman is still one of my very, very top, and I don't even think he understands how much I truly love and admire him. And Melina, those were like my three people that I looked to for inspiration because there was things that I could pull from each of them. And for Melina, she was Latina like me. She was fiery. And the thing is, sometimes when you're out there, you can't really help it. And you get involved and maybe you weren't supposed to, and you got carried away, Sometimes you get a little carried away. So for me, it was just like be in the moment. Like they let me do whatever, they just said, go out there and be you. And after a while, I noticed I had like my own camera person next to me because they wanted to get shots of my reactions of stuff. And a lot of people will be like, oh, can you make the face? Like when Andrade gets hurt, can you make the face? And I'm like, no, I can't make it because it's real. Like all of my facials, my reactions, moves, everything was real. You just got out there and you just felt it, So I think that was really the biggest thing that, at least advice-wise, that Paul Heyman would always tell me is just completely submerge yourself in the moment and just have fun. So, and that's all I ever did with that. I was just being me, but dialed up to like 100.
And we're feeling it too when we're seeing it. And I think that's the important thing, to draw a connection to everyone. And we're very happy for it. That's why we're thankful that you have your time here for us in Germany. Perhaps you can tell us about how perhaps your approach changed during the course of the last year when you go into a WWE event or into a match or whatever, the kind of preparation perhaps.
So I feel like if people knew what my actual like ritual was, they'd laugh because it's so
What was it? What was
it's
it?
all over the place. Like, oh my God. So I'm from Queens, right? Queens, New York. And whenever I'm there, I feel like my accent kind of like comes right back out and just up really high. And I feel like that's also part of my charm, I guess, is sometimes my accent comes out when I get mad. So I talked to my brother because he's in New York and he still I feel like he brings that out of me. So I talked to my brother, and then I listen to Nicki Minaj every single time. Like if I don't listen to Nicki Minaj before I go out, I feel like I'm incomplete. Like I'm not ready yet. And then there's two characters in Naruto that I take a lot of inspiration from. Itachi Uchiha and Madara Uchiha. So I listened to like Madara had a speech at the end, like, the very end. He had like his speech, and I listened to that a lot because it gets me in that like badass mood. And you just, once I feel like once I've done all of that and the stretching and stuff like that, then I'm actually ready. Um, so yeah, it starts with talking to my brother, listening to Nicki Minaj, and then going into Naruto. It's really weird, but it's like this, it's my wave. It's just something that like once you figure out what makes you kind of zen and ready for whatever is whatever you're going to walk into out there, you have to just really hold on to that because things can get really crazy, but if you have something that's going to keep you like sane, it's the best thing.
Well, that was cool. That was cool to know, actually. That's an interesting process.
Yeah.
Really have to admit, really. But it's great. It's great to hear that from you, especially here in Germany. And then I want to say this: you celebrate, of course, all your accomplishments. And now there is a very intense and special time in WWE. We have the Royal Rumble coming up. We were talking about it, and you said you want to be Raw Women's Champion, like making the triple threat, winning the third accomplishment. Um, and then, of course, WrestleMania, guys. If
Mhm.
you never were at a WrestleMania, do it. I'm telling you this, do it. Go check out WWE.com if you want to go. There's the homepage WrestleManiaTravel.com. It's 2 days. And now we were talking about preparation. How's your mindset going into this special time of the year, the road to WrestleMania?
Well, I usually always do a cosplay for the Royal Rumble. These past ones I did. My first one was Vega because it made sense, obviously. That's actually where I got my last name from, was Street Fighter Vega. But then I did Sindel, Queen Sindel, might I add, which is really funny because obviously, like, the Queen's Crown tournament wasn't even an idea back then. But I was Queen Sindel for that Royal Rumble. And this one, I've already kind of given a hint as to who it is, but the hint is that it's an Uchiha from Naruto. So one of the Uchihas, I won't say which one, but it's going to be really special because I have, like my best cosplay guys helping me with it. I have like my best gear maker working on it. It's going to be the craziest looking gear. But then also for WrestleMania, I have, I don't know if I should say it. I'm like, I don't know. It's
Come
gonna
on, give us a hint, a small hint.
it's a queen. It is a very known Egyptian style queen. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Style queen. But that will be for WrestleMania, and it's again, just like the presentation for me is so important. So I want to make sure that it's like crazy. And who knows what's going to be happening for WrestleMania? I could be heading into a match with Becky Lynch. I could be heading into a match with Charlotte Flair. I could be heading into a match with whoever. I mean, also we're tag team champions, so I could be defending this. I could be defending my crown. Who knows? So that's the best part about WrestleMania, is that you never know what to expect, and even more so, I'm just excited for it's like the Super Bowl for WWE. It's the most fun, whether you're there in attendance or you're watching at home or performing. It is the best thing ever. So it's crazy.
It's the best thing ever. Pretty much sums it up, guys. Good being there. And of course, check out Royal Rumble on January 29th in Germany, of course, via WWE Network. While we're talking about WrestleMania, who would you dropped a few names? If you could choose one name, your dream opponent for this year's WrestleMania, who would that be?
I think Rhea Ripley.
Interesting. Interesting.
Rhea Ripley. And I say that because, I mean, in my dream scenario, I'm the queen and the tag champion and the Raw Women's champion, and I'm defending all of that against Rhea, and I win. That's what, of course, I would want to happen. But if it really was a scenario where I get to pick a dream opponent for, you know, the WWE Raw Women's Championship or the SmackDown Women's Championship, it would be against Rhea Ripley for sure. Because I feel that her and I have a chemistry like I've only felt that kind of chemistry with Asuka. So to feel that with Rhea is really great. And I feel that her and I just scratched the surface of what we could actually do. So I feel that Rhea and I would have just a complete banger. Like that would just be the coolest thing.
We saw you guys in tag team action against each other. So the singles match, that would be.
Pretty sure that's how I won this. Her.
Right? I'm
Right?
not sure. I really don't know. Perhaps you can fill us in. There's something I think that could help me right now. There you have one half of the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Queen Zelina. Before we end this, I would like to ask you some quick questions, which you can answer with one sentence or less, if you like. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. We heard what you do before a match. What is the first thing you do after a match?
Drink a whole lot of water, like literally 2 bottles of water to the face.
Great. If The Rock had a pivotal role in your life, whoever follows you on social media, guys, check that woman out on social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm going to show the picture again. How would you describe The Rock in one word for you personally?
In one word, alien. And because because there's no human. You can't be human and be that perfect. He's perfect. He's nice. He's talented. He has everything going for. He doesn't need sleep, clearly. Like he can eat all those pancakes and still have a bunch of muscle on him. Like he is an alien. That is the word, alien.
Okay. A positive word in this way. The toughest match that you ever competed in?
Ooh, it was against Asuka. Yeah, it was against Asuka, and I can say it was either either one, because there was the one for the pay-per-view that we had, and then there was the next Raw right after, and we had a match both days. I can't really choose which one was more difficult, but I think the second one, that Raw after that pay-per-view, was harder for me mentally because I really thought I had it. I really thought, like, for a second, if you look in my face, by the time I'm tapping out, I'm like, like I think I was the angriest I could have possibly been. Rhea, I hate you. She's in here. See, I was.
She is?
Stalks me.
Where is she?
Stalks me. She's in here. I just saw her.
She needs to get into the interview. Where is she?
She's in here. She's a stalker. Look at everybody's in the chat talking about it. See?
Yeah.
She's a. You know what?
She needs to send an invite, and then she's gonna be the third person here.
I hate you. I hate
that
you
would
too.
be the best thing right now.
Bro, literally, he is Danzo from Naruto. He's like the most. No, you know what? You're first. You're Sakura. You're Sakura. That's how much I hate you.
That's the greatest thing that happened. We talked about Rhea Ripley being your dream opponent for this year's WrestleMania. If you have to choose one dream opponent all time, past, present, who would that one be?
So Rhea, now that you're in here, I'm gonna tell you to your face, okay? Because pretty sure I took this from you. Okay, so there's that. But I would love WrestleMania, you versus me for the Raw Women's Championship. And I mean, I know Becky has it, but we could take that. We could take that from her. And then me and you. And then me and you. That's what I would love. I don't dream about you, homie. No. And as far as of all time, I would have to say me versus Lita. Because she was the one who inspired us. So, Lita.
And now perhaps getting a little bit away from WWE and in-ring competition, the one thing I would like to ask you, if there's one thing you didn't do in life up until now, whatever that might be, privately, what would that one be?
Ooh, no one's asked me that before. Also, Rhea said she's down. So, it could be official. Just saying.
Gentlemen, I would like to make that official right now. The WrestleMania challenge has been accepted. Queen Zelina versus Rhea Ripley. We just need to get that figured out for the Raw Women's Championship.
Yeah, we just got to get it away from Becky somehow. Just have to rip it away from her. But I know some people say me versus AJ Lee. That'd be cool too. But or Trish, because I hated the fact that I had a huge crush on Jeff Hardy when I was a kid and she got to kiss him and I was really jealous. Anyway, moving on. As far as what I didn't get to do, skydiving. I want to go skydiving. I haven't done that, and I've always wanted to do something like that. So, I feel like we have evidence of something happening right now.
This is so awesome. I'm telling you, it is so awesome. It was, I had my experiences 3 years ago, and was like, the first thing I need to do is skydiving, and I need to find the picture. I can highly recommend that.
Yeah.
It is so awesome. Do it, post it, do a video. They have a video, and they're doing the video with a GoPro cam. The problem is, and I admit that, when you do it once, you want to do it all over again. That's with me. That's with me. I don't find it. The
video of me is if I just took like a leaf blower and put it to my face and my cheeks are flapping around everywhere. That's what I feel like I'd see.
Damn.
Yeah. Total Divas.
Damn.
Versus Rhea versus
That's it. So I didn't find it. That's not. Where is it?
Have to show us.
Yeah. I thought I had it on my Instagram. Follow me at Valandi Santi. I'm the SmackDown announcer every Saturday, and I'm looking for my own pictures because I don't find them. Where's Rhea Ripley? Is she still here?
She must be, because I said she's down. So yeah, we could add Trish to the match. We could add Melina to the match. I mean, we could just have all my faves in the match at the same time, and Jeff Hardy on a pole match. Don't you dare! Don't you dare! Oh my God.
I don't find the video. I'm so sorry. That was, again, highly recommended. Do it, and please post some pictures on your social media to see that. We know what you should do at WrestleMania, and that is facing Rhea Ripley in a one-on-one match. That was a lot of fun. Queen Zelina, thank you for your time. Thanks for taking the time here, especially for everyone in Germany.
No, thank you. It was a lot of fun. I love this too, because everybody in the comments is super funny, and yes, I am seeing all of what you guys are writing. And but thank you so much for having me. You guys are awesome. It was super.
Thank you. Thank you. And I wish you, of course, best of luck, and of course, having a greater year, if that's possible, 2022. You had a lot of people who were really happy seeing you come back and achieve what you achieved. We talked about the emotional connection that you have to a lot of people, and a huge anime fan here. ProSiebenMax is always great. I think there's a lot of stuff that people can relate to, and I'm gonna check out the recommendations. that the next time I at least can say, you know what, I saw it.
Yeah, if you at least. This is how you know. If you watch the first 5 episodes of Naruto, you'll know if it's for you or not.
And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Queen Zelina recommended it. Thank you for your time. You can see that woman every Wednesday here on ProSieben Max on Raw. And I hope I can see you again on SmackDown defending the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Das war doch mal wunderschön, muss ich sagen. Also wir haben eine ganze Menge zur Person erfahren von Queen Zelina. Rhea Rhipley war im Chat. Ich habe keine Anfrage gehabt. Das wäre interessant gewesen. Und ich habe gepasst, mein eigenes Bild noch reinzuhauen. Also wenn ihr das Bild sehen wollt, etwa Landizanti auf Instagram. Das ist die billigste Art, wie ich jemals einen Plug reingeschoben habe. Doch, es bringt Spaß. Also Leute, danke, dass ihr dabei wart. Das Video wird in wenigen Augenblicken natürlich live hochgeladen. Macht euch noch einen schönen Abend. Nicht vergessen, heute Abend natürlich Raw, also jeden Mittwoch ab 22 Uhr mit den Kollegen Sebastian Hackel und Holger Böschen und am Samstag dann natürlich mit meinem Pendant, den grüße ich an dieser Stelle, nämlich Manu Thiele und natürlich mir, Valandi Zanti. Folgt uns allen gerne auf Social Media, auf Instagram, TikTok und was ihr Verrückten alles so an Social Media Channels habt. WWE Deutschland hat sich auch gemeldet, die werden auch natürlich euch immer auf dem Laufenden halten. Danke, dass ihr dabei wart. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Ich wünsche euch eine tolle Woche und schönen Abend. Ciao, ciao.